Listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Hey guys, welcome to Lifestyle Central, your one-stop shop for everything life and style.
On this show, we'll be talking about all the latest trends, the biggest news, and the best places.
So sit back, relax, call a friend, and enjoy.
Oh, by the way, my name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo.
And my name is Adro Esigbone, and this show is going to be boom shakalaka. Welcome. It is another beautiful Friday. It's not so sunny today, but then again, the weather is, I think, it's perfect. Another beautiful Friday. And of course, it is my absolute pleasure to be here. It is your favorite thing on the airwaves, Lifestyle Central. And my name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo. And gladly, today we're missing Ejiro. But are we missing him? Maybe yes. Maybe no. He might be joining us later, but let's see how that goes. I hope you guys have had an amazing week so far, and I hope you're ready for one whole hour of conversations that really matter. You know, it's the month of March, and in the month of March, we've been celebrating women throughout. I mean, of course, we had the Women's Day. It was interesting. It was fun. And of course, now we're literally still doing that, and we're going to do all of that till March is over. Today I have an amazing guest for you, and we'll be meeting her after this break. But then again, today, what are we talking about? Today we're actually talking about the role of women in past, present, and future Nigeria. What roles do you think women actually have played in the way things are right now? What roles do you think women are playing with the state of things at the moment? And what roles do you think women need to play moving forward in order to make Nigeria a somewhat better place? Stay tuned, because we'll be right back after this break. My name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo, Lifestyle Central. We're still here.
Listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Hey guys, welcome to Lifestyle Central, your one-stop shop for everything life and style.
On this show, we'll be talking about all the latest trends, the biggest news, and the best places.
So sit back, relax, call a friend, and enjoy.
Oh, by the way, my name is Winfrey Daniel Kolo.
And my name is Adro Esigbone, and this show is going to be boom shakalaka.
Hey. Oh, okay, I actually do miss him. I won't even lie. Adro, wherever you are, if you can hear me, make it down to the studio right now. Else, something serious is going to happen. Anyways, we're still here. It's still Lifestyle Central. And of course, it's still me, Winfrey Daniel Kolo. And today, as I said earlier, we're still celebrating women, and today we're going to be talking about the role of women in past Nigeria, present Nigeria, and future Nigeria. Today, we actually have a guest who I'll be introducing in a moment. But let me say, from my point, right, if Adro was here, he will ask me, okay, what do you think the role women have played so far has had to do with the impacts of certain things in Nigeria? But then again, I will say, see, women have been... We've done a whole lot of things, good and bad. But then again,
I think in the world right now, we're definitely taking a stand and we're doing greater things. So yeah, today I was actually opportuned to be in the presence of a certain event, or a certain person rather, who attended an event, and I literally heard her speak and I was blown away. Sometime soon, with the help of my producer, I'll get on the show so you understand what I'm talking about. But then again, before I ramble on, let me introduce our guest to you. So today, I actually have with me the CEO and managing partner of Breeze Karaoke Lounge and Grill Restaurant. She's also into fashion, as she also runs Sauce Collections. She is none other than Esosa Onaiwa. Hello and welcome to Lifestyle Central. How are you doing?
Doing all right, thank you.
I like your blouse.
Thank you.
It's really a bright and vibrant color.
Yeah.
I mean, for cloudy days that we've been having these days.
Yes.
So how are you doing? How's your week been and all of that?
I'm fine. The week has been okay.
Okay, that's great. Okay, now, so before we get into the topic that we're actually going to talk about today, I want to know, okay, fine, like, what has it been like, right, being a woman in business, right? And I think particularly in the kind of business you actually run, because I don't think running a bar and like a lounge in Lagos especially is actually not easy, and all of that. And it's what?
Mostly men,
exactly. And I think because of the nature of it and how it's nightlife and all that kind of thing. So how has that been for you?
I get this question a lot, and for me, I start off by telling people it's a job.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, how can you be in this sort of job? It's stressful, you're tired. Well, it's a job, and I could be a doctor and be working at night.
True, very true.
Happened to stumble into it about 8 years ago, managing places, and I was good at it, and the opportunity came for me to partner with someone to own mine, and I did.
Oh, wow.
And it was just about building my skill
for
that area.
So would you say, like, okay, like would you say the challenges to you as a woman is particular to you as a woman, or would you say the challenges you face are like general stuff that every lounge owner will face?
They're mostly general. There might be being a woman, yes, because I have kids.
Oh, okay.
I've got 2 kids, and I have to juggle being a mom and working, and it takes my time away from my kids. Okay. But I try to balance it as much as possible. Okay. Just like any other woman would try to balance their career with their kids. So I don't get much sleep. I think that's also bad because I get back from work late, and then I have to be up late, early, school runs, attend to them. I try to put them to sleep and then rush to work. And so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So would you if you were to do any other thing, it was actually something else you could do now, is that what is that thing?
Well, the other thing I do is fashion.
Oh, fashion. Yeah. Okay, now so let's talk a little bit about fashion. So how did you get into all of that, and then why?
Fashion designing came on first.
Oh, okay.
I think from when I was in my teens, I've always was intrigued by fashion, and most importantly, I just wanted to know how to just stick clothes together, and it just was fascinating to me that pieces of clothing that come together and make such beautiful thing, and I'm inspired by the creativity of it. Okay. At that time, which is one of the things about being a woman too, my parents didn't understand it. What do you want to go and do? What are you going to do with that in Nigeria? So I ended up studying business admin, but came back home and said I really want to go into my fashion, and I started small at home and built up. And actually who inspired me was another fashion designer, a lady, Zizikado. And she inspired me and told me, just do it, no matter what it is. Just make for your friends, family, and then it just built up from there. And I've done a Nigerian fashion show, was second runner-up.
Oh, nice.
We did a show in Paris. So about 6-7 designers went to Paris for a runway show, which was nice. And I carried on from there. Then I was based in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
And somewhere along the lines, an opportunity came for me to manage a lounge restaurant in Lagos. And I thought, okay, I'll do this for a short while. Come back to my fashion.
Fully, yeah. And guess who bursting? Let's give him some time to cool off. Let's just continue with you like he's not here.
And got into lounge restaurant business, managing PR, and
so basically the managing of the lounge actually was what brought you here to Lagos.
Yes. Okay. Although I did come into Lagos from time to time based on my fashion business for one project or the other, but I moved to Lagos because of the lounge restaurant business, because it needed my full attention. Just didn't realize how much attention
you needed. So would you say the fashion has suffered because of that, or have you been able to juggle everything effectively?
Honestly, yes, it has. But I think I kept waiting for the right time to get back into it, and then life just happens. Business still go on, kids are coming around, but it was always there. And a couple of years ago, I just started picking it up again. So at present, Essosa collection is working on a ready-to-wear line
right now.
Yeah.
Okay, great, awesome, that's nice. Okay, now since we're talking about, we're celebrating women and all of that. For a very long time, women were literally sidelined, right? And I can't fail to notice, or I haven't failed to notice over the years, that when a woman decides to do something, she actually focuses and sees it through. What is it?
You are just here. You literally just came here. And this is how we actually do this. You just came and you're looking for trouble. I don't get it. Did I say anything to Winfrey? No. I was just looking at her. She asked that question with passion. Nice to meet you, Essosa. I know. I'm really sorry I wasn't here when you started. I know you're like, the cool person on the show is not around. You've been stuck with the boring one. But it's alright. It's alright. Winfrey, ask your question. Stop waiting for an attack. I'm not attacking you.
I don't blame you.
Your point makes sense. Please ask your question.
Anyway, for the longest time,
about women. Be careful now.
Yeah. But everybody knows I love women. So we're all good.
Maybe. But anyways, I was saying for the longest of time, women have actually been sidelined, right? And then I've noticed that when a woman decides to put her mind to something, she actually does it, and then she literally pulls through. Like you said, you have the kids, you have to face that, right? And then you have this business that you still have to do. That means even if it means you cutting down on your sleep, you're going to make it work. So what would you... From your opinion, what would you say is the reason why things happen? Going back to our topic now, the role women played in past Nigeria and all of that. Or why would you say things happened like that? Why would you say women were sidelined?
Culture.
Okay.
Just, how do I put it? We've always had this idea that women should be at home and the men take care of the bills, and the man will always go out there and take care of everything basically. Now we see reality. Reality is that the bills are huge, and some men tend to give in, and women too want more. And if the man can't provide all, they need to contribute to get what they want. We get picky these days. We want so much. And so, I'm just going to use myself, which is the best way to do this. For me, I grew up in a household where both parents worked.
Okay.
My mom has always worked, right from my grandmother. My grandmother was a businesswoman. My grandmother on my mom's that side was a housewife.
Okay.
So my dad was probably willing to have my mom stay at home and just take care of the kids. But she grew up with a businesswoman mother figure. So she wanted to work, and she worked for NTA, retired, and still wanted to be in. As we speak now, my mom is 70 and she's still working, got her own business.
Nice.
So that has always been passed on to us. But I know that when I was younger, I had a lot of friends whose moms were not working. But I also know that somewhere down the line, they started to look for a career, and it's to also, it shows that there's development happening in the country. Women working is already a good part, good part for any country. Is developing the country anyways, and the government, they're acknowledging that. I believe. Yeah, I feel they just need to acknowledge it some more.
Okay, that's about it. Drew, ask your question. I don't know why you're looking at me.
So much animosity today. I'm sorry I came a few minutes late. You just need to forgive me. You know, we've done whole shows where you're in traffic, and I forgive you with ease. So don't come take it out on me today. So that's what you're going to do now. I'll just take us to the past.
You're so rude. You have a guest right here. We're talking, and you're doing that.
Okay. Hi, Essosa. I don't know if we're in free action before I came. I hope not. So that she will say I've already answered. I hope not.
I'll find another.
I already like you. And one of these days I'll come to your lounge. I like to go out. Okay. So my question. I know we're speaking about the role of women in past, present, and future Nigeria. This can be taken from many angles, including like the business angle. And one of the things I like to talk about is. Okay, let me just give context for this question. Last week I went to my friend's house, and she has a fantastic job. She just changed jobs. She was working in my firm, and then she changed jobs recently. And we're speaking about like the challenges of like, she has a child. She has just given birth like last year, and she's been speaking about like how difficult it is to handle both like taking care of a child and pursuing a career. From the outside, you won't see those challenges, but when you go in, you can see it very clearly. I believe that in that way, there are many challenges that women face in pursuing a business, in pursuing a career, in running something, creating things that we can't see from the outside, because we just see, strong woman getting things done. But under all of that strong man getting things done, there are a lot of struggles that you have to be inside to identify. So what will you say are the struggles or challenges that you have faced, and people in your, people that you know and from your experience face, and how have they handled, or how do you think some of these challenges can be handled?
Okay. So challenges in my business.
Yeah. I did ask it, but
Oh, wow.
I'm just going to give another angle of the same question.
He's paining me, but okay.
I don't think I talked more about it always crosses my mind that I know that things could be done, would be done differently if I were a man. And I could start with even down to staffing. You know, I feel because I'm a woman, I have to prove myself like almost 10 times more to gain respect, to gain recognition, to be listened to. But one advantage I feel I have in this business is that I've got patience. And most people tell me that I know how to talk to people, and I'm like, it's just, people tend to tell me a lot of their problems. It's almost as if like I'm a therapist, but I don't have anyone to talk to most times.
Everybody can talk to you.
People are more relaxed to tell you about what they're going through when they're having a meal or listening to music or just relaxing. It's their relaxing time, so they tend to offload a lot. So yeah, I've got that quality, and maybe most men don't have it in that line of business, but that's the advantage. Disadvantages, as we're saying, is with staffing. I have 80% of my staffing are male, and having a lady boss, actually I have more problems with female staff than men staff.
Interesting. Because
the female staff, it becomes like a challenge. And they don't seem to get it right sometimes. I'm not saying all are that way. My experience is I tend to have more problems with female staff. They can be a bit stubborn to learn, maybe. But I hope it's just the line of business I'm in, because I want women to do well. I wish to have very good female staff. I have had a few, just not more.
Yeah, percentage with the men, just
just the men may be a bit more attentive, but as I said, I have to prove myself, and that to gain that respect. where I think it would have been easier if I was a man.
Yeah.
So that's one angle.
So for men, it's like respect to just be taken for granted. So he knows what he's doing. But for women, it's like you have to work harder. Sort of the same way, if you are younger and running a company, you would have to show that you know what you're doing to employ some kind of people. Okay, that makes sense to me. My next question is, what do you think, will I say, from a public policy point of view, from a governance point of view, can be done differently to create a balance? Yes, to create more of a balance. We already know that there's over-representation of men in the workforce, representation of men in boards, over-representation of men in ministry, in public office. Just generally, what steps do you think that we need to be taking as a society, and maybe from a point of public policy, to balance the scale a little bit?
Okay. Women need more job opportunities. Nigerian women, African women, we need more job opportunities. It just starts from there for me. And with that, more things can happen, and the country develops even more. I think it's taking a hard time for Nigeria to acknowledge women in so many areas, but women have pushed their way through that. Can't be ignored.
You can't be ignored. Yeah.
Well, we've pushed ourselves through. So, more jobs. We need more jobs that cater for women.
Okay, would you say, right? Okay, as much as, yes, there are women out there that are working hard, killing it in their various fields and all of that, would you say you've actually come to witness any situation where a woman is literally trapped in the mentality of the fact that she's a woman and believes things should be handed over to her? Because I know I've actually spoken with a friend who actually tells me the story of a colleague at work that probably, she doesn't necessarily want correction. Probably back to the stubborn thing you talk about. She just thinks, okay, because I'm a woman, you guys should literally do everything and leave the barest minimum for me. However, she wants the same say, the same cuts, the same, do you understand? So things like that. Have you been in those kind of situations? And would you say, okay, fine, a whole lot of like Nigerian women have that mentality and are actually, because of that, affecting the change that we actually want as women in the country?
Some women, yes. Yeah. So I've come across it, and you would, no matter what, even from teenagers to whatever age, you will have those bunch of women who have that ideology, and which has been passed on from generation to generation. That, okay, you're a woman, you don't have to be doing the stressful job. Even if you want to work, just do something light. Find a man to marry, he will take care of you, and all of that. And it doesn't necessarily. Life doesn't necessarily work that way all the time. You can be married, sorry to say, something can happen. The pandemic has showed us a lot.
True.
You could lose your partner. Your partner could have a condition where he's out of work. There are so many things that can happen where it really doesn't pay to just sit at home. We also don't have, I'm sorry to say, a lot of assistance from the government. So you need to work. Women go out there and do it, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, especially, like, to be honest, even the men are beginning to say, like, we need to be taken care of sometimes.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
There's
nothing wrong with that. You should have time where you should be like, you know what, I need a break.
Yes.
2 months, go away, and you be like, say to your partner, can you take charge? I'm like, yeah, go ahead.
See how excited you just made it.
I'm surprised.
Do not need it.
See, like, I believe that where we are going in terms of like how the world should be structured is that working to death doesn't make sense for anybody. It doesn't make sense for men. It doesn't make sense for women, right? In the same way, like, society has overburdened women with some things, like, especially at home, like taking care of kids and taking care of children. In the same way, society has burdened men with like, going to work and provide. I want to be able to give my partner like, take a year off. Like, we don't have to work to death. If both of you aren't creating and aren't building up your resources, and one person is a revenue center and the other person is a cost center, you are not going to be able to give each other, even if you have a lot of money, you won't be able to give yourselves quality life, because you need to be able to take time off and relax, and that, your partner got it. I have some people some of my male friends who are in relationships where they are young, but they already know that their partners don't got it.
No,
they already know that their partners don't got it. And it's causing them mental stress. Me, my partner got it. She got it. So me, I don't have that. I don't feel like.
And that's a real good way to build.
Yeah.
There's this thing my friends used to say, you meet someone and you build together, you grow together, and you start to do that from your younger age, and you build together, you grow together. Your income makes you richer.
Yes,
both income
together. Yes, apart from the ones that are being secretive. But then again, that's the reason I asked that question, right? Yeah. Because the truth is, as much as the whole world is talking about women, even the ones that are being the problem are also saying yes, women this, women that. I was having a conversation with a friend yesterday, and he was literally like talking about how it doesn't even matter. Besides the conversation, right, there's still a lot of girls out there. And the sad thing is that the young ones, they don't want to work. They're real, I'm not saying everybody.
Not everyone, but...
No, she said the young ones.
The young...
How old are you? Who are the young ones?
What I mean is, our generation.
Okay, I think about us. We are the young ones, right?
Allow me.
Are we the young ones?
Allow me. You think you're young. See all the hair on your face, you think you're young. Anyways, as I was saying, if I was rudely interrupted, the young ones, like girls in my generation and probably the generation after, they literally don't necessarily want to do much.
Some,
right?
You mean some?
Some, no, of course, not all of them, but some of them. And I think majority of them. Because maybe it's the industry I'm exposed to.
Okay.
Let me put it that way, right? Maybe it's the industry I'm exposed to, right? Everybody is about a particular, see, the truth is, if I'm to enter this thing I'm saying now, I will go back to that conversation we had about, people on the streets and people are not on the streets, availability of females in markets and all of that. Because whether we like it or not, everybody has the supports. Most female in Nigeria now, they have some sort of support. Which doesn't make sense.
Many.
Many. A friend was telling me of how he was dating somebody that literally still saw other men for financial supply. Right? During their dating period. And I'm like, okay. But then again, it's a normal mentality. I know a group of if I continue talking, I feel I'll start calling names.
I agree with you. As I said, so being at the lounge, I come across young females. I've had to lecture some young females because they just seem like they don't have a clue. I don't pry on people's personal life, but sometimes when I see someone young and I'm just like, oh, how are you? What do you do? And then they tell me. And I met a lady who basically she burst out trying to tell me some story of someone she was seeing and how the person was treating her. I'm like, what do you do? She's a student. She's just done from school. I'm like, where do you work? I don't work. Why? I don't. My boyfriend says I don't need to.
And you're wondering why?
Wow.
I was just like,
it has anything to do with that.
I was just confused.
No, it's just. But even if the ones that now say, okay, fine, they are doing something, they are just doing something that will show, that will be
yes,
to be
have that.
Exactly, to be okay, fine. That's so the world would think that's where the money is.
Exactly.
But the main thing is, even with people that are established in certain
there is
industries,
so much of that going on.
It's sad,
and they are flaunting a lot of it on social media, and it saddens me because I have a teenage daughter, and I do not want my teenage daughter to have that mentality at all. So yes, you are right. They pose on some certain kind of work description. Meanwhile, that's not what it is.
That is not it. And I think
and these are the things that that brings us down, because there are some women out there who are entrepreneurs. No matter how small they are or big they are, they are moving towards that. They're working towards that angle. If support comes from somewhere with no compromises, it's just the same way, like when you want to start a business. You either get funding from your family, financial institutions, or maybe friends. But it shouldn't come with any sort of, what's the word to use? For a bargain, or it shouldn't come, whatever you do it with some self-respect.
Yes. But I think what pains me the most about all of this is that they are the same girls that are shouting woman empowerment. And I don't know how they don't see that what they're doing is actually what is making it so difficult to get to that point of woman empowerment. Because the truth is, the guy was outrightly telling me that, see, I cannot say, like, so for him, he kind of even switched how things are meant to be with the way things are right now. Taking it as, okay, girls being transactional with certain things is a norm. Because that's what's happening. Exactly.
Just to point something out.
Yeah.
I have had this question asked like a number of times. Sometimes from men, sometimes from women. I've had men go to me that, you're definitely being sponsored by a man. You have a lounge.
People say that.
So who's your guy?
Who's your guy?
How much
who's behind you?
You know, I have a business partner who's male. He's a man, and he's more of a silent partner. I'm more of the operational managing partner, because it was my line of business, and I brought in an investor and we partnered. And most people just say,
he's the one.
She's the manager. I hear it and they say it in front of me sometimes, and I don't need to challenge it. I just keep quiet. My own is, are you buying?
Right.
You're not following me to the bank, are you? I don't need to.
Right. Just bring the money and go.
Prove myself to you at all. But I tell my daughters these things. I have had females tell me, no way, there's definitely a man that's giving you money. Yeah. How did you get this? How do you have this? Well, I worked. It didn't drop on my lap. I have had a lounge for 6 years. I have gone through challenges for it. I worked in 2 different places for 3 years before that. So I've been in the business long enough to, put myself in place where I actually own mine now. It didn't come overnight. But I can't be explained that to everyone.
Definitely not. So what would you suggest could possibly be the solution out of that? I mean, the girls are all, and the truth is, women have so many empowerments, but they are not. Nobody's addressing that issue. We will address feminism. I've attended how many feminism classes just to balance that out, but nobody is talking about the thing.
Hypocrisy.
Do you understand behind it? Because everybody is the same thing. Everybody is doing. So how can we? What do you think the solution can possibly be?
Well, for me, it's starting from home, from my daughter. That my daughter sees me work this way, that she would tell her friends, and her friends will see it, and that it starts from there. I can't. We can talk about this now, and maybe some people may listen and be inspired to maybe do a bit more. I hope, but I don't know how else. I'm going to what front lines. You can speak so much, and before you know it, it's name calling, or they'll be like, what does she know? All these sort of things. But it's just to set an example. Women out there, I have set examples where, and they've been put out there. Didn't a lady just win Grammie? Nigerian woman.
Chima Savage.
She did, right?
Kind of.
Not really.
Nominated.
She's not really now. She was on someone else's song. And the person won a Grammy.
It's okay.
You know, like, so.
It's alright. Why are you trying to put it down?
No, she
won a Grammy. She won a Grammy.
Big up to her.
Big up to her. Yeah,
so you can imagine that from when I was probably in my 20s, if I told my parents that what I wanted to do was singing, they'd be like, what? Okay, we need to send you to the village because you're madness.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember even the same thing as being a model before. Kids, girls will hide to go for modeling auditions because their parents will not accept it. But as soon as Agmani
Yes,
became Miss World.
Things changed. Yeah.
Parents were taking their kids for auditions. Not the same way I'm telling my daughter, well, when you're done with school, don't you think you need to find yourself on Big Brother? I never
know. Okay. That's good.
So by setting positive examples, I guess that's the only real way.
It should start from that.
Yeah.
Can the men help too? I think the men too can help.
How do they help? Tell me, I'm not.
They can help by literally, if you have a girlfriend, like your friends that now have girlfriends that they know are not there. Can they speak? Can they be honest?
No, my friends don't date girls that have been bankrolled.
No. Don't get me wrong. Not that. I'm saying, for instance, now you said you know that your friends, they know that their girlfriends don't got it.
Yeah.
Right? Quote unquote. And as much as, yes, they don't want to hurt their feelings, but then again, there are certain things, if they tell them certain things, you understand, they'll probably understand that, okay. But then again, maybe the guy is quiet and playing provider, or just, do you understand? You don't want to hurt her feelings, so you just try to. But in the end, honesty is actually what's going to get us. Because if I'm a guy, I'm expecting certain things, but I know what I want from you, and I know this is either you are giving it or you are not giving it. Let's be moving.
You know, relationships are a bit more complex because, sometimes you don't know what is inside until you have entered. So somebody can just say, I work in banking. I work in banking.
My biggest push was actually my dad. My dad, we're all girls. Had a brother, but he died. So now we're all girls. And he was just okay having his girls. And he treated us like we're boys. You're done with school. What's next? Yeah, in employment or you're working, and he will be the one to get the paper. I'm looking for a job for you. You know, there's no sitting in my house. You don't sit in, when we're growing up. You don't sit. You're either in education or you are working. So my dad made that, and all my sisters are entrepreneurs. They've got their own businesses, and my dad will be, if you start anything, he's there. He's rooting for you. He will turn up. He will put his input. He was very, very encouraging. So, as I said, setting the example.
True.
So he gave that encouragement for us to, okay, this is what you like. Go for it. But like, my mom wasn't happy when I went into fashion from the beginning. She said, "What? We spend money on you? Want to be a tailor?"
I want to be a tailor. Wow.
But you know, she herself was singing a different story when I was on a runway in Paris. She was her friend. Of course. And my dad would always be like, "It's better than doing nothing. If she likes this thing, do it." You know, my dad gave me my first shop because I was working from home and I started getting a bit more customers, and he's like, "I've got this office space, take it." You know, that was the push I needed then.
So I guess we can all set examples in like our sphere of influence. If you have a kid, if you have friends, if you have sisters, if you have whatever your sphere of influence is, you can just help, because the truth is, some of the things that are so apparent to us are so hard for other people to see. So you saying, it's so easy to say, a woman should be able to take care of herself, to pursue a career. It's so hard for some people to understand or see, both male and female. You say some things to some people and they're like, nah, that doesn't make sense. A woman is supposed to prepare herself for marriage, and this is them actually speaking from their point of understanding based on what they have been exposed to. So some people just need that more light and more exposure.
That some women are coming from a background where some of their parents might tell them, "No, you're not supposed to be doing this kind of job. Just wait. The man will come, he'll marry you." You know,
take care of you.
They're
don't
constantly,
hustle too much.
So instead of them trying to tell you, how you moving on with your career? How's your career? The question is always, where's the man? You have to get married this time. They're pressurizing you on that because they feel that that is where you need to be. But hopefully, there are some mothers who are beginning to open up and letting their kids be and let them follow careers, because I am definitely doing that with my daughter.
Another way I try to look at things also from my own personal end is I actually look at things like, okay, fine, I'm a human being. Forget man, forget human. That's why a lot of times I say, okay, I'm a humanist, right? I believe in certain kind of balances, right? I'm a human being. So sometimes what I tell myself is, if I was a man, at my age, I should be thinking of settling down. As I am like this, can I take care of a wife and children? I'm honest with you. That's literally how I tell myself, and that's how I move. Because I'm like, what is like? You can't literally say. I just tell myself like, if I was a guy, I should be at this level with what I have now. Can I run a family? If yes, good and fine. If no, move, work harder.
Yes,
and I think that's how people literally should look at it. Not that, oh, okay, fine, you're literally thinking of moving into somewhere, and then you wonder why certain things happen. Because in the end, certain effects we get from marriages and all of that is all starts from somewhere, right? You're there, you're a liability, every small thing. Excusa. You will, whether you like it or not, respect, even if it's the Holy Spirit, respect will go.
Patriarchy is a two-edged sword.
It is.
It gives some things, it takes some things. Yeah. So when you don't bear, it's just like if you're in a house and you're bearing no responsibility, you might as well be a child.
Even your children will start from that.
And you'll be treated the way children, like, exactly. It makes sense for someone to treat you, get what I'm saying?
You that way. So it's not right,
it's not right,
but then again, it only is reasonable.
I get that,
yeah. But yeah, it's been an amazing conversation. Thank you so much. Is there anything you want to tell us? Are you having something? I saw a flyer from your lounge. Yeah, so you want to tell us about that?
Karaoke. We're having karaoke, cocktails and grills.
When? Tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
This guy.
Well, what?
He's a social guy.
He's a social guy.
And it's we have indoor outdoor terrace.
Okay.
And we have grill and meals. Okay. So we open from 3 to midnight, and we follow safety guidelines. Just to say that.
Okay.
Very important. Very important.
But it's quite spacey. So I'm for during this period, it has helped a lot because people tend to feel comfortable coming around because they can airy. Social distance and all that. It's outside terrace, so
This is at the top of Lush Mall, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I've been there.
It's
one
not
time.
You again.
Yeah,
it's you. Trust you. Okay, so it's today. Did you say it's today?
Is it every Friday?
Every Friday.
Well, this is the thing for today.
Oh, okay, this is for today.
It changed from Friday to Friday.
Oh, nice.
Great, nice. Okay, thank you so much. I mean, it's been amazing talking to you and all of that. And hopefully we'll have you some other time and you'll actually oblige us and actually come.
Invite me.
Yeah, sure. All right, thank you so much. We'll be going on a quick break right now. And when we come back, we'll have trending and, of course, spotlights. Do not go anywhere. Lifestyle Central returns.
You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.
Hey guys, welcome to Lifestyle Central, your one-stop shop for everything life and style.
On this show, we'll be talking about all the latest trends, the biggest news, and the best places.
So sit back, relax, call a friend, and enjoy.
Oh, by the way, my name is Winfrey Daniel Okolo.
And my name is Adro Esigbone, and this show is going to be boom shakalaka. It's trending time. Like this, I'll go for the voice.
It's Broom that used to chase me. But you actually don't have a bad voice, actually.
I do, actually.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. A singing voice.
A singing voice. My voice went. I can't keep it.
Okay, guys, welcome back to Lifestyle Central. And it's your girl, Winfrey Daniel Okolo, and the notorious,
the best, the greatest, the freshest, the coolest, AG baby.
The absolute nuisance, but it's alright. We like him like that. Anyway, so now it's time for trending. Thanks so much to Essosa for that amazing interview. And now what do you have for us?
What do I have?
What do you have?
This is a very exciting week. We're doing Trended. Okay, I know that we didn't plan to do this,
it's
but
weird how I call it trending and he calls it trended.
Yeah, so? Mine is cooler. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Right.
Burna Boy won a Grammy. Hey, The good part of this is that I called this on our very first show when we did Music and 2020. I said that album is going to win a Grammy.
Hallelujah.
And yes, he did it. Yes, he did it. So, shout out to all our fans all over the world. This is just the beginning of many great things. Right. I'm giving my acceptance speech. So that's life. That's together we will do more. Peace out. Together we will do more. Peace out. But it's like, I feel it's such a fantastic time for Nigerian music.
Yeah, sure.
Burna, Davido, and Wizkid, and many other Nigerian artists are taking.
Are you trying to look for trouble?
Why?
Why are you just why Burna, Davido, and Wizkid?
Those are the top three African artists.
I didn't say
top three Nigerian.
I just wanted to clarify.
Why? Oh, is it because Davido was not nominated? Why?
No,
why like this?
I just say I should ask.
Even though Davido was not nominated, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has put together some of our favorite music over the past year, right? He has great figures. He's taking his music
he definitely is doing
outside Nigeria and Africa. So he's doing some great work.
Definitely
so shout out to all of them, and also shout out to the new school. Joe Boy and Rema and all those people. I think those
Rema
guys
is dropping some.
I feel like those guys, when they get into their time, they'll be packing Grammys home because they have the style, they have the feel.
Yeah, and I love the fact that someone like a Burna has actually set it now, so we know that it's possible. We've always known it's possible, but then it's been a long time coming.
Possible.
Do you understand? it's one thing. The other time, he was nominated twice and for the African category, but now thinking of the fact that his album actually won in come on, that was a totally different. Do you understand? So the denial of the 2 years were actually accumulated, and he got this amazing title. I think it's really, really, it's a great achievement. Even though a lot of people fear that a beast has been released.
Deservedly. Whatever he says for the next 1 year, everybody should accept it. Just accept his arrogance because they put his name on tiny. They put his name on a tiny font. That's where this whole thing started from.
That's where it started, actually.
They put his name on tiny font at what they call that show, Coachella.
Yeah.
And he said, "I'm an African giant. Don't put my name in tiny font."
And that's literally the.
And then he released an album called African Giant, and he got nominated. And from then, he was so deliberate. It was like, I am going to get this Grammy, and he started doing the work for it. He got PDD involved in his. He did his work. He did the work. They were very. When you listen to the music on Twice As Tall album, you will know that this is not for clubs.
Definitely,
this is for
international things. It was definitely.
I'm
even interpretations of some of the videos that were released, you could tell that this guy is not not Nigerian audience anymore.
It's for all of us because the music was sweet, and that's the thing. Sometimes when people do music,
focus
they say
on that.
It's for international. They not make it like Nigerian. We like good music.
We like
His
good
album
music.
Was loved here and was loved there. So big ups to the guy. Anything you put the next one, you just carry it like that because he's gonna crush you.
Like that.
It's pressure.
Take it like that. But then of course, Wizkid also won. But a lot of people have been going side by side. Like our producer here.
Beyonce won. Wizkid.
Okay. Wizkid supported.
We love Wizkid. Beyonce won. Those are two different things. Beyonce's song won Best Video. Wizkid was featured. Yes. I love him. I know he's doing great work. We up to him. He also.
But anyways, he was recognized.
In quote, won a Grammy.
In quote, the same way Tiwa Savage in quote
won a Grammy. But the real winner of the Grammy was Burna. Oluwa Burna.
These are fights to start. Just imagine Burna and Wizkid. They are good. They are cool. But anyways,
they can both acknowledge each other's greatness.
No, definitely. Definitely. It's a win for Africa,
all of us.
For all of us, as he said, and that's definitely awesome. Even I hate the fact that you started with that story because that was meant to be our last. You're meant to keep the best for last, and you now bring sad story. You take us from that high down.
Don't say any other thing is not best. So that thing that happened now, they are not best again.
The other trended stories, really.
Oh yeah, good now. Let me hear.
It's you. It's not me. It's you.
I should talk about everything.
Yeah, talk about everything.
Okay, what else is trending? Tanzania has its first female president ever. Isn't that news? You're saying I left the best for the last.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, for instance, we're going to talk about stuff like what's happening in Myanmar.
Oh yeah, all of that. Oh,
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh,
you literally
that's
just
sad news. Oh, okay.
That is definitely
okay. But let me give
news.
more good news. So Tanzania has its first female president, as Samia Suluhu was sworn in as country's president on Friday. So, Lord, we see what you are doing for other
women
African countries, women in African countries. You will do it for us. Yes, because I think I think we were old enough. We deserve a female president. Let women give it a shot. Obviously,
try a little bit harder.
Men ruling is not working, so we might as well change hands. I don't think it will solve all our problems, but a new perspective. Let's see how it goes. Other things untrended, still related to women leadership. Okay, this one is a bit sad.
Yeah, it's a bit sad.
In Myanmar, I think I hope I pronounced that right. In Myanmar, the president some weeks ago was ousted by a military government. He took over the government, and she has not been seen since. And there have been like massive protests all across the country. Celebrities, everybody's joining in, trying to like speak up for democracy. And what happens when people try to speak up for democracy? They get shot at and get beat up.
That's really, really sad. So for people that actually don't know the story, the backstory was that, okay, fine, an election was actually held, and then she, Miss Suki, actually won the election, but then again the military happens to be on the side of the opposition, and they decided to step in and take over power from the 1st of February, and since then it's been
chaos.
It's been chaotic. They literally I okay, fine, I understand everything is happening, but then why did they have to, will I say it's kidnapped now? Why did they have to actually hold her and all of that? She's also facing several charges. They're claiming that she rigged the election and so many other things happened, and I think it's just sad. And she actually won by a landslide. It was.
They're holding her. It's
really
just politics.
sad.
They're holding her because if they release her, she will just go somewhere else and declare herself president, and then there'll be parallel governments. And guess what? The West would most probably say we recognize the government of. So they don't want to even give her the chance to do that. Yeah, it's just a really sad set of circumstances.
It's terrible. So what's my point is that, please be true to yourself. I'm all about
just be a military government.
Exactly. Even in Nigeria, please let us come up. If that's what we are doing, let's know that yes, so this is what we are doing. Everybody, you mind your lane. Don't come and form democracy and be giving us autocracy. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah,
that country has been through a lot. Even her rise to power was like there's a I think they're called the Rohingya. Is it like a let's say a tribe that were being oppressed significantly, and she was sort of speaking up about that. She went through a whole lot of beating up and stuff like that when she was a democratic, and then she became president. And it's just been a long, hard journey for that country. I just wish them peace.
It's like serious peace, man. Anyways, we're talking about the racism in Asia, racism in general, but then again, a report it's been reported severally over the past weeks about months, right? About the killings of Asians.
Yeah, in the US.
In the US, around the world. Even like, I've been seeing a video. I saw a video of an Asian lady. She actually made like a live broadcast of how she was actually being maltreated by different people at different times in one day, just because she was Asian. And it was actually really sad. And I'm like, what's happening?
Like, where's it from? I'm just like... Is it because
of
coronavirus?
I think that is actually...
Because, some people are calling it China virus.
Some people do not dare. Some people. And the sad thing now is, where is he? Right? Like, where is
probably
he?
Playing golf.
Yeah. You come and just...
I don't know.
See, impact is great, man. Influence is... It's just really, really sad. So if you're there, whatever you're doing, please just see, we're all humans, right? Certain things happen, fine, whatever, they ate rats or whatever they said caused the virus. We don't know that for sure. And if you don't, there's no need to be mean to any human. Please, we're all humans. Love us equally. Thank you. Speaking about racism, I don't think that has to do it.
I'm done with it. Please, I'm done with it. Just a reminder that the first thing we spoke about on trending was the fact that Burna Boy won the Grammie.
Exactly. Now the juice was meant to come.
Just to get
that was when the juice was actually meant to come.
Just to get our mood up.
Now, still speaking on that, we slide into spotlights. And of course, the first person we're going to talk about spotlight today is none other than Mama Burna.
Yeah, Burna.
Mama Burna.
She's so I think this month we're doing female women in power. Let's call them women in power. Women who have made impact as our spotlight. And we think that because she's not just Burna's mom, she's Burna's manager.
Yeah.
And
we all know that the success was obviously has a lot to do with her. She's the brain behind it all.
She's the most successful artist manager in the past 4 or 5 years. Yeah. Because as his manager, she's completely transformed him from below. He was a cadre below. He was with the other guys below the rest, below them Two-Face, Davido, Wizkid, and from there,
was he below? He was not in the
generation. He was.
No, I'm not saying he was.
Not in generation. In terms of like they were like a superstar artist. He was just a star.
He came,
and then she, as his manager and mom, has completely propelled him to the front of the entire conversation.
Woman.
So I think that she's done very fantastic.
Definitely.
We love you. We love how you support your son and how you have put in the work to get him to where he is.
Yeah. And I mean, then again, it's a no-brainer in a way, because think of the fact that her dad was actually Fela Kuti's manager.
Yeah, so
I mean that is. I'm like, oh, okay.
So I think this grind is in her blood.
It's in the blood, like clearly in the blood. And of course, we all know that. And Burna is not a Fela, but the vibe is similar. It's the whole African thing and pushing the African movement. I think in everything, what I see from their collaboration of his craft and her skill is the fact that they were strategic. With everything that's happening now, we all know that the whole world is looking at Africa and all of that. And then they played that card and they played it excellently well. So I mean, big ups to you, ma'am. You've done a great job. Did you know his sister was also an artist?
No. I know one of his sisters.
Nisi, I think.
Okay, no. The one I know is Ronami. Ronami is his, that family though. Ronami is his stylist.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's been styling him for a very long time. Nice. And obviously, with his success and their success, they've all put together a masterpiece. So now the entire family is an empire.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. So next up on Spotlight, we're talking about Funke Akindele. Now, give us that. You have a little movie background, right?
It's not elite to have a big movie background because my next film...
No, funny enough, I wasn't talking about that. Get away. I was talking about the fact that you actually were in that movie.
In my film.
Who acted?
By the way, Winfrey acted in my short film. And the first cut is out anyways, and we're cooking it. And we're really excited. Don't worry. When I'm receiving my award at the AMVCAs, I will mention your name as someone who is supporting me. I'll say, women in my life who have supported me to this point, I would like to give big ups to Winfrey. But today we're talking about Funke Akindele, whose movie Omogeto has blown out the box office, right? The movie, I think timing of release was perfect. Quality of the movie was high.
Have you seen it?
I have, of course. For its
15.8 million naira.
Yep. And for its genre, I think they did a very good job. It's what I would call action comedy, and then there was a sprinkle of drama inside. Yes. And I think they did a fantastic job.
I mean, it's Funke Akindele. I'm funny. Totally not surprised. She's one woman that has actually kept herself away from the industry, but right at the center of it. By that, what I mean is she doesn't stress herself with following trends and all these things everybody's chasing. Do you understand? To be there,
She's
there.
Doing the work.
She literally is just there in one corner, cooking her own thing, and then boop, she drops it. She goes back into hiding, and like steadily, that has been her vibe. I mean, before Jennifer's Diary came out and all of that, we didn't necessarily hear from her a lot, right? Then all of a sudden. So now again, she actually,
she's good at her craft.
She's good at what she does. She really is good. I remember growing up watching her as Bissy in I Need to Know and all of that. And I think...
You're old, though. You're old. Wow.
I'll take that
for Gen Z people out there. I guess I need to know is some show from the early 2000s or the 90s. I don't know.
I had no sibling. I took that for the team, but it's fine. All ye born in the 90s. I don't know what this brother is saying here, but okay, it's fine. Anyways, she's done so great for herself, and I mean many more wins. And I just love the fact that she's just in her own space doing great stuff with the support of her husband JJC, and they're doing great stuff. I can't actually wait for the next project she will drop, and because of that I'm actually going to see the movie. You should but the king is coming. Let me just put it out there. The king is coming, and by the king I mean Kemi Adetiba's King of Boys 2 is coming.
and it's going to blow things out of the water.
Have you seen it?
I've not, but I know the gist. I've been talking to people who are behind the scene, and they're telling me that, see, when you're watching this film, don't allow anybody be with you. Just buy 2 bags of popcorn and sit in front of your TV because it's going to be mind-blowing. But yeah, anyways.
See how Idris just took the celebration that we're doing for Funke and awarding it to another person.
I'm not awarding it. There's enough space in the sky for everybody.
Yes, there is. I didn't say there wasn't.
In the sky. Yeah, you have not recovered from that my jab of your age.
That's what you think. I'm not old. I'm not young. I'd say whatever. I'm young. Screw you. Okay. Anyways, it's been an amazing show, and of course, Ejiro saved the day as usual. Yeah, we love you.
I know.
Even if you're a pain in the.
I'm not paying anyway. Everybody loves me. Thank you all so much for listening to us. We love you.
We love you.
Have a boom shakalaka weekend from your favorite people in the world, AG Baby and
Winfrey Daniel Okolo.
Peace out.
Peace. Bye.
Hey guys. Welcome to Lifestyle Central, your one-stop shop for everything life and style.
On this show, we'll be talking about all the latest trends, the biggest news, and the best places.
So sit back, relax, call a friend, and enjoy.
Oh, by the way, my name is Winfrey Daniel Okolo.
And my name is Ejiro Esigbone, and this show is going to be boom shakalaka.
You're listening to Africa Business Radio, where you get up-to-date insights on the Africa business landscape. Log on to www.africabusinessradio.com. Your favorite shows are available on podcasts. Download them on our website and mobile app. Africa Business Radio, towards a profitable Africa.